So this is my 1/10 scale HSP RC car. I've owned this for 12 years now, but obviously I've upgraded a lot of the parts. Like the shocks are not stock. Now these shocks are actually the ZD Racing shocks, and you know, they're quite impressive. They're pretty good. Obviously the stock ESC and the stock motor and the radio gear, they've all been replaced, because when I first brought this car, it actually came with the old 27 megahertz radio, and yeah, that the distance you can travel was about 25 meters. You could, with the new the 2.5 gigahertz that's been like just standard for everything now, you can get up to 1 kilometer, with a line of sight. I've actually for my ZD Racing car, the 1/8 scale, that can do 2 kilometers range as long as you've got line of sight, which is very impressive. Right, so this was the car that was out for the run, and as you can see, it's quite dirty. I wonder if that's actually focusing. It's doing its best. I'm using my cell phone to record the video this time, and not my little action camera, so maybe the quality will be slightly better. But anyway, because this is so dusty, I want to give it a clean. So I'll do that right now. Bam, done. So with the car, I've been experimenting with a couple of different products. Now, dog bones and cups, they all, all brands are gonna wear out. It doesn't matter what brand you get. The dog bones and the cups are going to wear out eventually. What I've been experimenting with is a method to try and mitigate the wear on the dog bones and the cups. So I've put a bit of lubrication down, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. Yeah, there. That should focus. Yeah, right there. So I've put some lubrication. I'll show you what that is. Refocus that. So I'm trying it's called Squirt Chain Lube. It's for bicycles, and what it is it's a wax based lube. So basically, because it's wax, it actually repels the dust and the dirt. And from what I can see, I mean, there is like, the wax does have a bit of like dust on it, but that's because I literally drove it through the dust today, and as you can see from the video, yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of dirt. It has collected a little bit, but it's a lot. I noticed that it's a lot less if you use something like WD-40 or 3-in-1 oil, or some other oil. It's definitely collecting a lot less dust than WD-40. So a lot of people, they won't bother lubricating their dog bones, and yeah, that's actually a good idea. You don't have to, Um, some brands have semi-hardened carbon steel, whereas, you know, the cheaper models just have normal steel. Now, I have always thought about getting the, say, the cup from, say, like a ZD Racing 1/8 scale car, and actually heating that cup up and then quenching it in water, and theoretically that would harden the steel. So I might try that at some stage, but you wouldn't want to go too hard, because you'll get to a point where it would be brittle, and it could be, with it being harder, it'll put more stress on other parts of the car. So if you, yeah, but you know, it's something I could try. Yeah, so I've also upgraded the spur and the pinion gear to steel. This is actually hardened steel. Absolutely amazing. It's the best upgrade you can do to these cars, is ditch the nylon spur gear and the aluminum or brass pinion gear. You can just don't even, they're an absolute waste of time. They just wear out in 5 runs, and the pinion gear will be gone. It just wears to nothing. Okay, so we'll leave it there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the description. You know, as I said, a first RC car, if you're looking to get into it, they're good, they're cheap, and they're cheap to upgrade, and they're cheap to maintain. You know, it's just, but parts, you know, some countries will have HSP parts in stock. My country doesn't. But if you want to buy parts or buy replacement parts, be prepared to wait like 2 weeks to a month if you order them from AliExpress. I recommend AliExpress for parts for HSP. All the sellers, they seem to ship quickly. You know, two weeks to a month. At least you're not waiting 3 months. You know. Yeah. So that's that. That is my